Hi guys, this is Abhijit and today we are going to talk about PE ratio. PE ratio is nothing but price to earning ratio. What is price here? Price is nothing but the stock's current price in the stock market. What is earnings? Earnings is EPS, that is earning per share. Earning per share is again a different ratio. So earning per share is profit after tax divided by number of shares available in the market. So that gives you EPS, nothing but earnings per share. Now when you divide price by EPS, you get a PE ratio. Now first what we will do is I will tell you the use of this ratio and how to use it in the stock market to pick up a good stock using this ratio. Now always remember that any ratio that you use in the market should be used with some other information. It cannot be just looked in the isolation. For example, PE ratio also ranges anywhere between 5 to may even go above 100. Most of the time it usually hovers between range of 10 to 35 most of the time. But for companies, some companies which are really everyone knows, for example Nestle is the company which makes Maggi noodles. So this company now can command even P ratio of upwards of 60-70, whereas some of the PSU banks that you know of, like Bank of Baroda or even SBI, they may be like below 12, 15, something like that. Even some good companies that you know, particularly companies which are in like maybe a steel manufacturing or cyclical stocks, they command P much lower, many times below 10. Most of the small cap companies will command P's much below 10 or 12. Now, so point to be taken here is that PE should be also looked at which industry the stock is from and what is the range for that industry for PE, and then what kind of growth that company has. But surely PE is a great tool to find good stocks in stock market. Now what we will do, first I will show you few of the companies, their PE ratios, and then we will discuss more how we can pick up a good stock and what kind of industries will have what kind of PE ranges, to give you a good idea about what is a PE ratio and how it can be used. So let's do one thing. Let's open a browser, go to any website like moneycontrol.com or valueresearch.com or any of the website that you like, and then open a stock page there, and most of the time you will get a PE ratio available there. So I'm opening the web page now. So let's look at Tata Steel. So if you see here its PE is 18.72. What it means is, it is nothing but current price, that is the price, today's price of Tata Steel is 1244 divided by EPS of 66.49. That will give you PE of Tata Steel. Okay, let's go to now, remember this PE, it is 18.72. now this is a steel sector. Now we will go to HDFC Bank. Now if you see HDFC Bank here, its PE is 26. So same again, price that is 1499 divided by EPS, that is 57.6. This is whole year's EPS, by the way. Okay, so your P is 26. Now you can see the difference. So Tata Steel is also a well-known company, its PE is 18. Now here HDFC Bank PE is 26. So let's go to an IT company called Happiest Mind. Now I wanted to show you this company because its PE is exorbitant. Okay, so here Happiest Mind price is 1308 divided by EPS of 11 will give you exorbitant PE of 118. Now we will discuss what exactly it means PE of 118 means. Okay. Now you go to HUL, which is a FMCG company which makes your shampoos and pretty much a lot of your household products. Its PE is almost 70. So usually if you see, FMCG companies command much higher PE than steel companies. Even let's open up even one PSU bank for your reference. Let's go to money control and then let's open some PSU bank so that you will get more better ideas. So let's open SBI. Okay, that is State Bank of India. So here if you see its PE is 17. If you go to some other small PSU banks, their PEs will be much lower than this. Okay, so now what it means, so you have to also look at any PE when you are looking, check the sector PE also, so that you will understand at least what range is there. So here if you see banks has a sector PE of around 18 and SBI is 17. So yeah, it's like in the range, look like, right? But in case of Happiest Minds, if you see, sector P must be very low than this. So sector P is just 50 and here P is 118. So it looks like people are expecting much higher growth in Happiest Minds than other companies in IT, more growth than probably TCS, Infosys or any other HCL Tech, something like that. Okay, now let's talk about how you can find a good company from a PE ratio. Okay, so usually PE ratio should also be looked at with the growth or a ROC kind of indicators. ROC is nothing but return of capital investment. So usually when growth is high, for example, let's my company is growing by 20% every year, my profit is growing 20% every year. In that case, my PE, if it is below 20, then it can be a good pick for the investment. Again, so for example, in steel companies usually will have PE much lower than 18. So what it means here? Here it means, if you know, this is 2021, I am talking with you on 15th of July. Currently, there is a huge demand going on for steel. So steel prices are at much higher end. Pretty much everyone is talking about heavy bull market in steel sector. Because of all this, steel companies like Tata Steel, JSW Steel, they are doing much better than they were doing probably 2 years, 4 years back. That is the reason currently people are ready to pay much higher P to these companies than they were ready to pay 2 years back. That is the reason Tata Steel today is commanding 18 P, which is not very usual case. Now I have to tell you one more thing. Some of the companies cannot be just looked at using a P ratio. You will also need to look at P ratio also combined with price to book. For example, companies like Tata Steel, which are steel companies, may need price to book ratio much lower than what currently is. So you have to look at also the price to book ratios historically, what is being commanded by steel companies. In case of banks, also price to book ratio is important because banks usually give loans. So I hope this exercise helped you. Also, what we will do is we can in my next video, I can give you some indicators about price earnings growth ratio. That is nothing but a PEG ratio. That is pretty effective ratio when you combine with PE ratio, and it will give you excellent idea which stocks to be picked in from the same sectors. For example, tomorrow if you want to compare Infosys against TCS and you want to check, do you want to buy Infosys or you want to buy TCS? In these scenarios, this PE ratio and PG ratio can be guys, I hope you liked my video, and I hope I will make more videos like this, and I hope we can together grow, and I can teach you something new concept